most incredible day as always. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys aren't new to my channel, you will know that normally with my TBR videos, I either do a TBR jar or I do a spinning wheel. However, I have decided to treat myself this month and I have just picked all the books I want to read in November. If you guys didn't know, I am on a mission to finish most of the series I'm in the middle of because I really want to start a bunch of new series, but the list was never ending and it was getting incredibly out of hand. So I have selected a bunch of books which either complete series, carry on series, or books that I just genuinely want to read, and I'm so excited to go through all of these with you. So grab yourselves a coffee, a tea, or a hot chocolate and let's dive into my November TBR. So firstly, I'm going to go through two books I'm currently in the middle of. So the first one is Finlay Donovan Knocks 'Em Dead. This is obviously part of the Finlay Donovan series, which I don't actually know what this series is called, to be honest with you, but it is so fun, unique, different, and I always have a good time with these books. So this one is book 2. Book 1 was so incredible. I actually have an entire reading vlog on book 1 and it was a fun murder kind of vibe. Like, it's really hard to explain. The only way I can describe it is you basically have Finlay Donovan, who is an author, and basically somebody overhears her while she's on the phone with her agent or something talking about a murder mystery novel that she's writing. The person listening to the conversation is kind of misinterpreting what she's saying, and she's thinking that she actually goes out and kills people just like on a whim. So she basically offers her loads of money to go and get rid of this guy, and she ends up doing it by an accident. That's book 1. Okay, it's so fun, so silly, but like weirdly addictive, and I had a great time reading it. So book 2 carries on from that. There's a lot going on with her ex-husband, which I am really intrigued by. There's actually somebody out there who wants to her ex-husband, and she's a bit like, what the hell, like that's so random. She's like, I mean, I would do that, but also like he's looking after the kids sometimes. Like, I'm a little bit nervy about him having the kids now. So it's kind of going on through there. I haven't really got too far into it. I think I am only maybe like 50 to 60 pages in, but I'm having a great time reading it so far and I cannot wait to finish it. Another book I am currently in the middle of is Pucking Sweet by Emily Rath. This one, if you guys haven't read this series, it's probably the way to describe it, to be honest, is a very spicy, silly, insane series. Like, some books there's more than one person in the relationship. In other books there's like 2 people, but it's so spicy, it's insane. This one focuses on Poppy, and then you have 2 MMCs, so it's kind of like a love triangle, but almost they're consenting to the love triangle, if that makes sense. I only have maybe a third of the book left, but I'm really enjoying it, and it's just a fun, spicy time. Like, if you want a spicy read, these are really good. Okay, and now moving on to the rest of the books, which I haven't started yet. The first one I am determined to read in the month of November, and that is Once Smitten, Twice Shy. I have had this one in multiple TBR videos, but I just haven't yet read it because it's not available on Kindle Unlimited. There is no audiobook, so I know I have to read the physical, and I just have to be in the right mood because like our physical books are just not floppy. They're not comfortable to read, so I have to be in the right mindset to want to read this book. But I did enjoy books 1 and 2, so I don't know why I've been putting it off, but this is what the book looks like. It's a fun time. Like, I do enjoy Chloe Lisa's books, I really do. They focus a lot on people with disabilities and things. They're always a bit spicy, like they are just a really good time. I just haven't yet read it, so that is the first book, well, the third book technically, I want to read in November. Another book which I am bringing from my October TBR into my November TBR, and that is Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy. This one I really want to read. I've got it on Kindle Unlimited, I'm ready. I just didn't get to it in the month of October, so I do really want to read this one this month. I am going away to Turkey in November for about 6 days, so I'm hoping to read a bunch of these whilst I'm away because it is the prime time to do it. So I'm hoping to read a bunch while I'm away. But this one is a really interesting story. I really just was engrossed. Is that the right word? Engrossed? Is that the right word? Engrossed. Anyway, when I read the synopsis on the back in my last TBR, it really surprised me at how much I wanted to read this book, and I cannot wait to read it, especially now because the third book is out. Like, I need to hurry up, and I think the 4th one's been announced as well, so I need to hurry up and catch up with this series before there's like 20 more books in the series. So that is the next book I want to read. For mine and Kelsey's book club pick, which is always linked down below by the way, it's the Across the Pond book club, and it's completely free if you guys would like to come over and join. But in our November book club, we are going to be reading People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. This is going to be the first book I have ever read read by Hannah Bonham Young, which shocks me to no end, because I have a bunch of her books on my TBR. I just haven't got to them yet, but this one sounds so adorable, and I don't really want to read the entire back, so I'm just going to read a segment and then I'll show you guys the rest. So this one says, Prudence Welch has found solace in her introverted small town life. Despite once dreaming of something different, she now finds contentment in her routines, working, writing and caring for her mother, who has an early onset Alzheimer's. But as her mother's condition worsens, Prue feels her world slipping further out of control. And then there's going to be some like MMC situation. I'm just going to hold it up for you guys. Obviously, if you guys don't like reading about illnesses and things, you might want to kind of step away from this one, but I'm gonna give this one a go. I've heard very good things about it, and I'm not gonna lie, the cover is just adorable. That is so cute, and I cannot wait to dive in. So that is the next book we're gonna read. And then for my book club, which is the Besties book club, again down below, completely free, we are actually going to be reading Soul Searching by Lila Sage. Now I know what you're gonna say, Melody, spooky season's come and gone. Guys, I know, trust me, I know. I want to read it. Like, I have to read this ASAP. I love Lila Sage so much. Her Done and Dusted series was so bingeable, so fun, spicy, silly, goofy time that I have to read this book. This one, I believe, is a paranormal romance, which I cannot wait for. I have never really read anything kind of like that before, so I'm really intrigued by it. I don't really want to read much of the back, if I'm being honest with you. I just want to dive in and kind of see where it takes us. So that is the book club. I cannot speak. The book we are reading for book club is Soul Searching by Lila Sage, which I'm so excited about. The next book I really want to read in the month of November is Hunting Adeline. I read Haunting Adeline so long ago. Like, I really need to hurry up and finish this duet, because I know that a lot goes on in this book. I know it's very dark. Please, if you are going to read this series, read the trigger warnings, really think about if you are okay to read this, because it's dark. Like, this is a dark series. It's intense. It's a stalker romance. Like, it is just insane. And I have a few other books that are kind of linked to the series that I also want to read, and they're really teeny weeny, but this one is the next one on the list, and I just really have to read it, because otherwise I am going to forget how Hunting Adeline... Did I say Haunting Adeline? This one's Hunting Adeline. Haunting Adeline, the first one, I can still remember how it ends, but if I leave it much longer, I am going to forget. So I've downloaded this one on my Kindle. I may very well... I can't speak today. I may very well try and read it whilst I'm on holiday in Turkey, but it is a chunky, nearly 700-page book, so it is something that I need to binge and I have to read. Like, I really want to read it if I can this month, because I loved book one. I'm gonna say it. I'm a Hunting Adeline gal, and I just really enjoy it. But yeah, this one, read trigger warnings, spicy, dark, insane, intense. Only way to describe it. The next book I have decided to try and read in the month of November is Power Play by Chelsea Curto, I think it's how you pronounce it. This is book 2 in the DC Stars series. I loved book 1 so much. It was actually the first book we ever read in book club, and I had such a silly goofy time with it that I just know I wanted to read the rest of the series. I bought the rest of the series and I haven't yet read them, so I am really wanting to try and read the next book this month. I just loved it. I loved the first one. It was spicy, it was fun, it was bingeable. I loved the characters. Everything about that book I thoroughly enjoyed. I know I'm going to love this series. So this is the next book I want to read. I'm not going to read the back because I really want to go into this one blind, but again, if you guys would like to have a read, you are more than welcome. This is an ice hockey series. It's spicy, it's fun, and the covers are cute, so that is the next one. And last but definitely not least is a book which honestly I cannot quite believe I have still not read, but I think knowing that this is the absolute most definite last book in this series, it just makes me not want to read it because I don't want the series to be over, and that is of course Fearful by Lauren Roberts. I love Powerless so much. I am gonna have a Powerless like display when I do my new kind of like reading room in the new flat, and I cannot wait for it because this series is god tier. I absolutely have just thoroughly enjoyed it. Reckless, questionable, I'm not gonna lie, wasn't my favourite book out of the series, but all of the others, this book has made me laugh, cry, I've had butterflies for the characters, I've been so just immersed in this story that I just envision it so well. And this is the last book in the series. It's a little novella, it's an easy one to get through, so I must read it in the month of November, and that'll be another series done, which is really exciting. But yeah, if you guys haven't read this series, I highly recommend it. This is the exclusive edition from Waterstones with the sprayed edges. I have been so lucky to be able to get all of these in the hardback special editions. They also all have reversible dust jackets, which I'm not gonna lie are absolute, like, I'm so sorry, but look at how beautiful that is. It's stunning. So I just love it. I'm so excited to dive in, and I'm also really nervous because I just don't want it to be over at the same time. So that is the last book we are going to read in the month of November. I am adamant to read it this next month, and I will probably cry my eyes out. So that is that. So those are all of the books I am going to hopefully read in the month of November. I would love to know down below what is on your guys' TBR for the month of November. Let me know. Write me a list. I am so intrigued. And also, if you guys want to join the 2 book clubs that I run, one on my own and one with my bestie, please don't hesitate to click the links down below. They are both completely free, and you don't have to read every book every month, but we just like have a good time over there. We have a chat, we catch up, we share like socials, we have a great time. So come and join us, and the links are down below. And that is everything. If you guys haven't yet subscribed, please do. I love you guys so incredibly much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.